It's kind of boring. Who knows? Absolutely. Sounds like a good Saturday night. Possessed. Welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa and I am a professional soul singer. Today on Soul Singer Discovers, together we're going to be discovering well, hey there my kings and queens, I hope you've had a wonderful week. I hope that whatever you've gotten up to, it was consensual, hilarious and feral.
Don't mind if I do!
We're back again for another Soul Singer Discovers. As always, I would just like to stop and say thank you to everyone for all of your wonderful comments. At time of recording, we have in fact reached 5,000 subs. And here it wasn't that long ago when I was like, if we get to 500 subs, I'll do something fancy. I'm very chuffed, I'm very touched, I feel excited for the future, and I'm really looking forward to all the other things that we're going to discover. Woo! But let's get into it because today is different. Today, our song has been chosen by one of my patrons. Ooh, fancy.
Fancy living, here we come!
There's a tier on my Patreon called Epic Dudes, where those patrons get to decide what song it is that I am going to be discovering. Today's song was chosen by my patron Greg. Greg, you're an angel baby sent from outer space, and I love you. Is that too much? Oh well. Listen, if you listen to metal music and you can't deal with some intensity, that's on you. So the song that we're listening to today is called Unleashed by the band Epica. I found out some things about Epica. Apparently, they're a symphonic metal band. They were founded in 2002 and they've had about 9 albums. They were founded by the guitarist Mark Jansen. Apparently, a lot of their lyrical content has a lot to do with things like animal rights and environmentalism. Ooh, I do enjoy a political song. I do. Do I think that all musicians should have a say in things that happen in the world? No. Do I think that sometimes musicians can bring topics to the general populace they might not have thought about, and therefore their music is important? Yes. I have no idea what this song's about. Never heard Epica before. Very excited. I also know that the lead singer's name is Simone Simons. What a fabulous name. I also love reacting to songs where there's a female vocalist because I think there is a little bit more male vocalists in metal than there are female, and it's nice. It's interesting. Let's get down to it. Let's dip in. And thank you, Greg. Also, if this is terrible, Greg, I will hunt you down. Ooh. Good here. Oh dear. Oh! Ooh. Okay, pausing. Woo! That was a lot. That was a lot to take in. Okay, a couple of things. Something that Simone Simons is doing that I'm really enjoying is that her vocals are she's obviously classically trained. They're inspired by classical music. However, her vibrato when she's doing the more, I guess I want to call it less legit vocals, is beautiful, beautiful. There's definitely a lot of singers I've heard before who flip between doing legit classical singing and then more popular style of singing or rock roots style singing, and they can't really make the jump very well because they're two different things. And I think there's this misconception that if you are classically trained, you'll just be able to do everything. Not true. But she does this really, really well. And I actually really like her tone. One of the things as well that I don't enjoy about some operatic sopranos is that their tone can be quite shrill, but hers is actually quite beefy at the bottom. I quite like that. She's a babe. Also, I'm trying to follow the lyrics. This is a storytelling song. I'm here for it. I love to be told a story in a song. I love to be spun a yarn. Back in the day, I can recall that my thoughts were unclouded and sage. There was no black staining the walls of my memories. Now there's a haze pushing me sideways and leaving me nothing to gain, taking me back, locking me cold in disparity. Those are some very beautiful lyrics. Writing a storytelling style song that is more based in reality is so much more difficult. You've got to deal with metaphor that is colourful in the song, but is not clumsy and cliche. And it's tricky, but so far, I really love what's going on here with the lyrics. Let's keep going. Ooh. I love that. I love that lift. Oh, quick before the change, pausing before the change. Yeah, I really love her voice. I really love her voice. And yeah, I find I can be quite judgy-wudgy. I can be quite judgmental with some singers just because, because I'm a professional singer, and much like guitarists who all judge each other and think, how could he have done that better and stuff like that, singers do that too. And I think when it comes to singers who are not in my wheelhouse doing things like jazz and soul and blues, I don't listen to a lot of legit singers or classically trained singers. And I think in the past maybe I have said things like, it's kind of boring. Simone Simons, she's knocking it out of the park. I love the big swelling up to the chorus, and there's also a moment of breaking all of the instruments back. There's just that snapshot of time before everything kicks back in for the chorus. A beautiful arrangement choice that really makes it impactful. It also makes it impactful because she's kind of doing that ba ba da 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 da, and it makes it emotive, impactful, engaging. Yes. I'm trying to follow the lyrics and trying to get the connection between the horror story that's playing out in the music video. This guy that they've hired, God bless him, he's doing his best, but when he lifted his finger, I really lost it. That was great. I think the song is about death, not just because they've tried to portray it in the music video, but the chorus is, when I'm free, when my sun has set, released my soul forever, I have no regret. To be free, I'll exist again. No more lost endeavours, nothing to contend when I'm free. Damn. Yeah, it feels like death, the release of death. Who knows? Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. Beautiful. Oh. pausing for just one goddamn moment. I love a choir, I do. I know I have talked shit about choirs on here before, but only because sometimes they're jammed in at the end of songs by arrangers who just don't know what they're doing, because they're like, we need to take it somewhere. Oh, we won't be cheesy and do a key change, we'll just stick in a choir, because that's not cheesy. That was beautiful. There's something about choral choirs and choirs that are doing more classical music that I super love. I love a diminished chord in any form, and when it's laced into the harmonies of a choral choir. Oh, f*** me up, Barbara. Truly great, really nice. Let's keep going. Oh. She's went into more legit. That's me. Oh, great ending. Great ending. Come on. Behave. Love her legit voice. Love her legit voice. You know why? Because it's wide and it's got bass. I can't be doing with like a shrill soprano. It really is not fun to listen to. That's my own personal preference. I realise some of you might really enjoy a really sort of trebly soprano. I don't. And she's got this beautiful, clean tone, but there's still some of that yummy, wide, bassy end that is I enjoy. I love the choir. In that. Demonic, possessed, frightening. Absolutely. Sounds like a good Saturday night. The orchestral stuff that's happening in the background a couple of times. I think there were French horns at one point. This was great. Really great. I love Simone Simon's voice. And her beautiful face. But yeah, well done, Greg. If everyone enjoys this, you can go and tell Greg that he's a genius. And if you didn't enjoy it, don't be mean to Greg or I'll beat you up. Because he's a patron. Speaking of patrons, you can join my Patreon. I get a lot of these videos copyright claimed by the original artist, which kind of makes me feel happy because it means they'll be making money from all different kinds of reactors all over the internet, which is good. But also, it takes a lot of time to do these things, so if you want to support my channel and get your name listed in my little flash up, then you go and support my Patreon. Again, let me know what you think. Where does Epica sit on the symphonic metal spectrum for you? Until next time, my dudes, auf Wiedersehen!